The saga of the first strawberry farm is almost coming to an end, baby. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yanek Show, episode 76. Oh, hell yeah, brother. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're having a great week. Today, we're doing episode 7 of my mini-series documenting the first 4 months when I came to the UK 10 years ago. I've been here for 10 years. Can you imagine that? And by the time I finish with these mini-series, I probably will be here for 15 to 20 years because it's taking way too longer than I expected, okay? So pretty much what I'm doing is I'm telling you all the stories and all the shenanigans that happened to me because I used to work 2 months and a half in a strawberry farm and month and a half in a lettuce farm, okay? If you haven't listened to the previous parts, I say this at every episode now, go back, kind of familiarize yourself so you know all the characters and you know what's happening and the farm and how the work process is happening and all that stuff, okay? In today's episode, I'll try to wrap it up with the first farm. I'll tell you about the girlfriend of one of the guys in our farm, and she had an affair, oh fuck yeah bro, with another guy from another caravan, and there was a fight, there was cheating, there was love, there was some fighting. It was crazy, bro, okay? And then I'll tell you how me and my mate, we try to, just give some wisdom and some life advice to this broken soul of, this guy from our caravan. And then I'm gonna tell you about my little bromance that I had with one of the Czech Republic guys, and then I'll tell you about me just transferring to the other farm and how I almost got beaten up at the train station from the guys from one of the caravan. Yeah. And if you just listen to this part and you haven't listened to the other ones, oh yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. I told you, like, this farm was like a Mexican soap opera. We had everything. There was drugs, there was sex, there was half-naked women, there was alcohol, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of emotion, strawberries flying everywhere, people speaking poor, broken English, so yeah, go back and listen to all the shenanigans. Okay, let's go. So, in our caravan, like I said, we had 2 couples, me and my mate, we were a couple as well, little bromance over there, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, when I met one of the couples in the farm, in the airport, I was like straight away, I was like, something's gonna happen over here. This girl looks a little bit too squirrely, you know what I'm saying? She feels froggy. Something will happen. I don't know, maybe she'll cheat on the guy, or maybe she's gonna break up with him. I have this instinct. I just look into the eyes of a woman and I know if she's promiscuous or not. And I'm not exaggerating. I know, you know what I'm saying? It's by if you look at the eyes, like the eyebrows, that area, and you kind of know straight away if this girl is down to fuck, you know what I'm saying? Jesus, if some feminists listen to this podcast, they will fucking kill me, bro, one day. Oh, I'll never make a career in mainstream show business. Are you kidding me? And anyway, so when I saw her and her guy, he was a little bit chubby, but I don't know, he was just weird, like a bit insecure, and he was not assertive, you know what I mean? He was kind of like, that type of stuff. And I was like, yeah, something will happen here. And so anyway, when she met for the first time, because when we went there a few days later, there was like this introductory party or whatever, so you get to meet everybody. So in the quote-unquote entertainment room, which is 2 broken washing machines and 1 fucked up pool table that you have to pay to get the balls and to play, okay? How fucked up is that? And you have to pay to the farmer. Oh yeah, talk about hustling, bro. And she saw one of the guys who were in caravan, because all the caravans have numbers, caravan number 1, and in that caravan were the top 2 performers of the farm. Like I said in the previous episode, we got the super Bulgarian. There was like this massive giant guy who all he did is just stand, lift. He had like a full dumbbell set and like a deadlift and everything. Just tan, lift weights and pick strawberries. He was very strong, very massive. He's been there for like 10 seasons or something like that, and his mate, he was second place, he was like a skinnier guy, and I think they kind of made a connection already. When she saw him, she was like, yeah, fuck yeah. And she said that he looked like Jason Statham. This was her words, and not mine, this is her words. Anyway, so I don't know what happened, but when they were working, okay, and like I said in the previous episodes, when you're working in the higher up strawberries, you in there and there's like 3 or 4 people in one big kind of tent, And while you're picking up, you can usually talk with people. So I think what happened was this guy was laying the moves, you know what I'm saying? Which full respect, by the way. Like, this guy's determined, you know. And I think he was just laying the moves. Well, every time, you know, they kind of met and they were picking strawberries. Oh, where you from? What are you doing? Blah blah blah. And just like, wow, by the way, crushing it, because he was second, and like, he was the second best guy in the farm, you know. So he was crushing these strawberries while picking chicks as well. Talk about, you know, like, how do you call that, multitasking, you know, on a higher level, smashing pussy and smashing strawberries. How you doing, you know? And so he was kind of laying the moves, but at the same time, in our caravan, those two, they were always fighting. I don't know why, but there was non-stop fighting. And me and my mate, it was so funny because there were two big, yeah, quote unquote big bedrooms on the left side and the right side. And our little, it wasn't even a room, it was tiny, was in the middle. So it was so funny because, like, on one side, on the right side, that couple, they, bro, when they fucked, dude, like, the whole thing was shaking because he was like a big guy and he just fucking laying some pipe, bro, you know what I'm saying? These guys, I don't know, dude. Like, the whole thing was shaking. It was so fucking funny. We're just sitting there, and, you know, so on the top, you have like, in our little room on the top, it literally looked like those little rooms in trains, you know, where you can sleep and stuff. There was like, you can put your stuff. So you put a bunch of stuff, and everything was falling down. It was hilarious, bro. We were always giggling like little girls, you know, pop, pop. And they were loud as fuck, bro. And you can hear everything in this caravan. It was hilarious, dude. You know what I'm saying? So you listen to them shagging for half an hour, and then they leave, you know, the room, and you go and meet them in the living room, and you're like, hey, how you doing? You're playing all awkward and shit. You know, at the end, you kind of get to know them when you spend 2 months and a half together. But the first few days, you don't know these people. They're from the other part of the country. You've never seen them, and you listen to them shag. It's so funny, you know. But the other couple, they never shag. They always argued, you know. And I was like, for petty little things, you know. I think the guy was insecure and the girl was insecure. That's the worst, you know. So they were just arguing and shit. And I was thinking, like, something's going to happen here, you know what I'm saying? And anyway, so eventually, all right, I think the guy laid the moves on her. And one day, I think they used to have like these little quote unquote parties, because those two guys were bachelors, you know, and they've been there for many years. I think this guy, he was there for like 7 years or whatever, the guy for 10. So they were used to, you know, they knew how to get some tail, you know. So they used to have like these little parties in their house. And I think that before that, there was like a big party in one of the cottages or something, and they kind of like a spark or something happened between them. And then I think she went to his caravan, because I remember at one point he came back, this guy, and he was like, he was literally looking for her. She's like, where is she? What the fuck? You know, what's happening? Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I think she was going in and out of the caravan. And because the thing is, our caravan and there, they kind of separated, so you cannot see directly. You know, you have to kind of walk about, and there's like some bushes and shit in between. One night, me and my mate were sleeping, quote unquote, or whatever. It's like 2 o'clock or 12 or something, and I think it's on Saturday night. You know, I hear bam, bam, bam. I was thinking, and I kind of wake up and I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Our people fucking again, Jesus Christ. And I hear, oh, you fucking slag. How dare you? Oh, no, you don't understand. And there's like, bam, things are falling down. It's like, what the, everything's shaking. Like, what the fuck's happening, bro? So I wake up and I literally kind of open the living room. And I see this guy, he's just like breathing very heavily, and everything is a mess. Everything is down, the cushions are all over, like the table is flipped. And I was like, what the fuck happened, bro? And she was like, you know, she was here and I caught her cheating. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I was looking for her. And then, you know, because we had a big party again, and then she fucked off somewhere, because they had like, because I didn't go to the parties, everybody get drunk and stuff. I'm not interested in that. I don't drink. So he said, like, we had a big party in the entertainment room, which is the cottages, which they're kind of far away from the caravans. And midway, she disappeared, but I kind of didn't notice it first. And then after a half an hour or something, because, you know, I was very busy and everybody's drunk is crazy, and I was playing pool and I was looking for her, and he literally caught her shagging that guy. And I was like, what the fuck? He literally, as he was walking, because he was walking to his caravan, he just passed by the caravan of the other guy, and he was hearing like bang, 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 you know, somebody's having a good time. And he was probably thinking, because, you know, there was like some Polish girls, and like they were kind of like sticking to each other. They didn't really mingle with the Bulgarians that much, but he was thinking he's probably shagging a Polish girl or somebody else, you know. I think they were like two three Lithuanian girls as well, so he was probably something like that. And he literally peeked in because he was like, I was a little bit curious. While he was thinking that his girlfriend is probably back in our caravan because, it's getting late, maybe she's going to bed, or probably she said to him, like, oh, I'm going to bed, don't worry, stay, have fun, and she fucked off with him, and he peeked through the window, and he literally, oh my god, I feel so sorry for this dude. Obviously, the people listening to this, you never know who he is, and I'll never give out his identity, even though I still remember his face. I don't remember his girlfriend's face, but I remember his. He said that when he peeked out, he literally saw his face of his girlfriend because she was laying down and the guy was on top of her. And Jesus Christ, I don't know. Oh my god, should I even be saying this? Fuck it, I hope they never hear this. Hey, if you hear this, we try to help you out, dude. You know what I'm saying? I give you some business advice because he was asking me what should I do with my money after I come back from Bulgaria, and I was like, bro, open a car wash. This is literally what I said to him. I don't know. I was reading fucking business books at the time. I was like, bro, open a fucking car wash. It's simple. Which is not bad. I mean, I think that's a good investment in it. So anyway, he sold his girlfriend laying on his back while this guy's giving him the business, and he fucking lost his mind. She was like, no. She kind of run after him. No, it's not what you think. They always say that. Why? Doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. When they catch you, we'll be like, no, it's not what you think it is, or it's not what it looks like. So what is it looking like, though? Is that your gynecologist and he's giving you like fucking home? Is he doing like home checks now and shit? Come on, bro. Or he lost his ring in your vagina, so he needs to get it out of his penis or something. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, I lost my wristwatch. Hold on, let me check something. I should do that next time. Oh, to my girlfriend. Oh, she'll be so mad. I'll be like, hold on, I lost something. Let me check something. Oh my god, she's gonna kill me. But anyway, it's like, yeah, it's always what it seems like. It's always what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god, it's so funny, And so anyway, they had the little spat and stuff, and they were arguing and shit. But when we went there, she already left, right? She relocated, by the way, to that guy's caravan, and she started living in his caravan, I think like a day later or something, until I was there for the next few weeks. And this is like maybe we're 3 weeks in. About the same time I exposed, the boss. Man, God, there was so much stuff happening in that farm. Because the thing is, it's like prison kind of, because you don't have anything to do. That's the thing. Yeah, you work, but by 12 you finish, or by 1 you finish, then what? And you don't work on the weekends as well. Or maybe if it's like way too busy and they have too much quotas, maybe, they'll do a few hours. But then what are you gonna do? And there's nowhere to go. There's just lawn and caravans. So that's why people get into all these fucking nonsense, And she moved out, and oh my god, it was so fucking bizarre. Jesus Christ. Because, we all know her, and we traveled with her, and she lived in our caravan, so she was like a mate of ours. And then it was so fucking bizarre, because we all do the hut in the morning, or huddle or whatever, and then, we start working, and we see each other. We together, everybody in the farm, because we were in close proximity to each other all the time. It was so fucking bizarre. Every time she saw us, or she saw him, they didn't speak to each other. It was fucking crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, I'm gonna fight him and stuff. And I was like, why are you gonna fight him? Like, well, plus also the super Bulgarian, he's gonna destroy you, man. Let's be fucking honest. Same stuff with me and the other guy. He's gonna fucking destroy me, but I was fucking crazy. Anyway, so he's like, breathing heavily, and he's like very mad, And we're just like, oh my god, dude, like, what the fuck, are you okay? And we started to pick up, okay, let's pick up. Sit down. And the thing is, like, we're kind of, I don't know, man. He was like a weird guy, and everybody was teasing him, and we made fun of him a little bit as well, but he made fun of us. Everybody was busting each other's balls, but I legit felt sorry for him, and I was like, okay, I'll try to help him out, because, at the beginning, I don't know, like, when everything is going okay and everybody's busting each other's balls, like, whatever, but when somebody gets into, like, real life shit like that, and you're like, fuck, I want to help him out. I don't want to bust his balls now. I don't want to make jokes and shit, And I remember, so he sat down, and at that time, oh, dude, I was reading, and I think he started crying as well. He's feeling super bad, which is understandable. Like, I don't wish that on anybody, dude. That's so fucking bad, going through that. And so I was just like, I want to help you out. And he was like, do you have some advice for me or whatever? What should I do? And at that time, bro, I was reading so many self-help books, okay? I was just reading Screw It, Just Do It by Richard Branson, and then I was reading some other shit, and I was watching these seminars and clips and videos and visualizing. And, bro, I started dude, just repeating this whole nonsense, like fucking, you need to believe it and you achieve it and this and that and visualizing it and that it's going, like whenever you go down, but then you go up, whenever there's a sunset, there's always a sunrise. Oh fuck yeah, dude! I went deep, bro, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like gently talking to him, and I'm just improvising bullshit that I firmly believe at that age, all that fucking nonsense, all the quotes, all the books. I think I still have one or two books like that left from back in the day, but I firmly believed it, and it helped me out a bit, and actually quite a lot. But it's not for everybody. And I'm just talking. And at that time, I remember my mate. Oh, it's so funny because he was playing the guitar and he wanted to learn even more, but he was a good player, And he went out and he got his guitar and he sat down because we were sitting down and I'm sitting, yoga style with no fucking socks on or whatever in my pajamas, and it's like 1 o'clock or something on a Saturday, and people are still partying my caravan, so there's nobody, and he's like gently, very gently, playing the guitar, and I'm there like, you just need to believe in yourself, and yes, you're hurt now, but that will just make you stronger, and you just need to keep on going, and all that shit. And to be honest with you, it was so funny though, now when I think about it, but it really helped him out. We stand there for like an hour or something. He was like, I really feel good. He really felt better, and to be honest with you, he got over it. He eventually got over it, and I was like, I'm very proud of you, because like, you were put in a very bad position, but now you realize that she's not all of that, and he was telling us, like, oh, we've always argued, because they've been together for 2 years, and he said, we've always argued every single day. We had like a few, break up for a few weeks or days or whatever, then get back together, all that shit. And I was like, yeah, it's probably not gonna work out, innit? But yeah, that was fucking wild, dude. How crazy was that? And they had it wasn't even a love triangle. Oh my god, that poor fella, Oof. Okay, so now let me tell you about my bromance. Okay, now I love bromances. Okay, I've had many of them, and when I say bromance, you know what a bromance is? When two bros are just have such an amazing friendship. Nothing sexual though. Even though I don't judge, you can do whatever, but not me. You know what I'm saying? Not that type of guy. And anyway, so this guy who gave me the nickname Mike, and I gave him the nickname Mike, Czech Republic Mike. We had very nice bromance and stuff. And he was telling me that he wanted, like, his dream is to go to New Zealand. And at that stage, bro, I was so fucking crazy, dude. I was like, bro, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I literally was like, let's finish this farm. We have enough money, because he wanted to do it. There was like a farm there, and or just find a job or whatever. And I haven't done zero research if I can even go to New Zealand, because they have a point system and they have visas or whatever the fuck, right? And he was telling me that they have this certain amount from each country can go there a year, you know what I'm saying? And he was telling me that in the Czech Republic is like 17 people or something like that. And I don't even know if Bulgaria has that. Maybe it's 2 people, I don't know. And I'm just like, bruh, come on, let's fucking do it, dude. When this thing is finished, let's fucking go, Oh, dude, he had a laptop, and he had Heroes 3 Might and Magic. And one day we were just talking, and he asked me, like, what games do you play? And I say so and so and so and so. And I said my favorite game is Heroes 3 Might and Magic. And he just lit up. He was like, oh my god, really, mine too? And I was like, no way, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we played at his caravan so many times, and so anyway, and we're just kind of walking, and he was like a very philosophical guy, And at that stage, when you're 20 and you think you know shit, oh my fucking god. Sometimes, like when I go to gigs and stuff, and sometimes I talk with people after it, or even some comedians, they're like very young and they try to be all deep and philosophical. And I was like, bro, give yourself some time, you know what I'm saying? You get there eventually. I'm not there. I kind of start to understand some stuff. I'm almost 32 now, but like, just give yourself some time. But when you're like 19, don't try to sound deep, because you sound fucking ridiculous. You should be on TikTok chasing Pokemons, bro. Okay, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so we had like these little walks like behind the caravans. There was like, where the strawberries, the field strawberries are, but around them, because it was very massive, it was like this massive, kind of like a lap, so you can literally walk like this pathway. So we just used to walk there and just talk and stuff, because I was like so interested to meet somebody from a different country. That's the first time I'm ever talking to somebody who is not Bulgarian, because I spent all my life until that point there, and I'm practicing my English, and he was telling me stories because he's traveled a little bit. I've never traveled. So I was like, oh my God, you've been to America, you've been to Australia, blah, blah, blah. How was it like? How was the life in Czech Republic? And he was like a funny guy. And the other guys from his caravan as well, we used to like just talk. We used to go to, I loved it, bro. I was looking so forward when I go out with the Czech Republic guys to Cooper, because I was like, oh my God, for the next 2 hours, I will only talk English. And it was very important for me to try to improve my language skills, So I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go for 2 hours. I was so fucking excited, right? So we go there and we all laughing and giggling. It was amazing, And, but yeah, so he was just like, let's go there. Anyway, so when it came time to transfer, let's see, I have a few more minutes. Okay, I have 10 minutes. I need to wrap this up so I can wrap up this farm, okay? So 2 months and a half finished. We finished the farm. And me and my mate, the Bulgarian mate, he said that he wanted to stay a bit more, And I was like, okay, that sounds good. Let's do it. And what you can do is you can apply to the agency, and if they find another farm, if there's an opening, they can transfer you, right? And they give you like an offer, So the offer arrived to our farm, and me and him, we jumped on it straight away, right? We jumped on it straight away. And it was like, okay, we're gonna transfer it. But I think the farmer, because the offers arrive at the farmer first, and he kind of distributes them. And if he likes your performance, he can offer you a transfer. But because he didn't like me and he didn't really like my mate, he was like, you know what, I need to get rid of them, because otherwise they might come next year to me or something like that, And I exposed him, so he didn't really like me. And so he gave us such a difficult farm. We had no idea. It was a lettuce farm where you have to bend over, click the lettuce, stand up, and put it in a crate in front of you on this massive tractor that is moving. So you literally have to be super fast, because there's like 15 people or whatever on the line. It was a massive farm. I think it was like 60 people in the whole farm, 2 or 3 times as much as ours. And you have to be not only fast enough, you have to keep up with the tractor, you have to keep up with your colleagues, who are on the line, but you always have to bend over and stand up, bend over, stand up, while the strawberries, the up strawberries, you just walk and you pick them up. And my back got so fucked up, but I'll tell you in the next few episodes. So he gave us this farm, and I was like, we didn't know at the beginning, so we were like super excited. Anyway, and this farm was like in the south central part of England, so it's super far away, he wanted us to be far away as possible. And so we was like, okay, we got the offer, and we were like, we need to go from Cooper, we need to go to Dundee. If from Dundee, we're gonna catch a bus, and we're going to go to Edinburgh, and from Edinburgh, we're gonna catch a bus, go to London, and from London, we have to go to Norwich, and from Norwich, or was it Norwich or Peterborough? I'm not sure. I think it was Norwich, yeah. Norwich, and then Peterborough. So we have to go from London to Peterborough, and then they're gonna pick us up, and then they're gonna take us to the farm. And that whole thing took us 16 hours or something, like 16 hours of travel, and waiting in London and transferring and all that stuff, around 24. It was fucking crazy, bro. Oh my God, such a long trip. And anyway, so we're like, okay, we're gonna transfer. So what we did, everything finished. We finished our stuff. We packed our bags, and we were like, we'll go to Dundee. Let's say we found some, let's say Thursday, 6 o'clock or whatever is the bus, right? And we were like, we're gonna go there, we're gonna buy a ticket, and blah, 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 blah. But what we didn't know, okay, is that in the UK, I didn't know that when we first arrived, because it's National Express, it's like town-to-town buses. It's not like your local bus. You cannot just walk in and buy a ticket. You need to pre-book it, okay? So we literally went there, and we didn't have a ticket, okay? I'll get to it. So we packed the bags, and, Mike, my mate said, you know what, I'll walk you to Cooper. I'll come with you guys. And if you want, we can have like a little walk and stuff. Oh my God, we were so into each other, you know what I'm saying? Such a bromance. And we were like, we're going to walk. I'm going to walk you because I was like, I kind of knew I'll never see him again, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we exchanged details and stuff. I think I still have him on Facebook, but he didn't. He doesn't. I think I wrote to him like a few times after I left the farm, but that's it. Like, we haven't spoken since. And, so we had like a little final trip, you know what I mean, around Cooper and just talking about the farm and reminiscing about the 2 months and a half we worked there. It's so bizarre because, you know, some people say that when they are in the military or during war and stuff, that's like they have like such a bond with the people around them. Well, this was my military, my war. And know some people might get offended by saying this, but I'm obviously just joking. But this was my, you know what I'm saying, my fucking military experience. Yeah, so you have like a bond with people, and we just had like a little trip and all the places. It was very fun. He was like, yeah, okay. So we came over, and my mate, he was there. He was like, nah, don't worry about it. Just have a little walk. I'll be here on the. He was waiting. He was just chilling on the train stop, you know, with the luggage. Anyway, so we did maybe like 20-30 minutes, and then we come over. And we're like, hey, how you doing, mate? Like, because the train is about to come in a few minutes, right? So I say goodbye to, to my mate Mike. So he leaves, and he was like, my Bulgarian mate, he was like, oh my God, dude, you know they were looking for you. And I was like, what? Who's looking for me? And he said, dude, when you left the farm, you know, we all three of us left the farm and came to Cooper. We went to the station, and I think they knew. So the five guys from the Bulgarian caravan, the guy that I almost got in fight with, right? And I think one other guy, maybe like a Polish guy or something, probably the guy I told you a few episodes ago. There was like this young couple that was married, and his girl was kind of giving me looks, and he really hated me. I think so. 7 people, right? And I'm tiny, by the way, and these are all fucking big dudes, except maybe one or two, you know, big dudes. And he was like, they came over here looking for you, you know. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he said, yeah. So if you didn't have taken that trip, you know, with Czech Republic Mike around Cooper for 20 minutes, because, you know, they kind of like, oh, I said to him, he's not here, because, yeah, I don't know, he's not here. So they kind of gave up and they just left because, you know, you kind of took your time. But if we just stood here and or if me and you were just here and Mike wasn't here, they'll probably come here, and I don't know what they wanted to do. And I was like, well, to be honest with you, I kind of know what they want to do, because now officially I don't work for that farm anymore, and I become quote unquote civilian. So if they come to Cooper and they beat me up, there's not gonna be no. Plus they're gonna keep it between themselves and or whatever, you know. And once I'm beaten up, I don't care what happens to them, because like if they beat the fuck out of me, yeah, I can, you know, fucking complain to the farmer. He doesn't like me anyway. But even if I do, what, they're gonna get kicked out of the farm or whatever. But what good does that to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already beaten up, you know. So I was like, fuck, dude, are you kidding me? He was like, yeah, bro. And I was like, shit, dude, what the fuck? And I got legit scared, to be honest with you. Even talking about it now, I'm kind of shaking, like just the memory, because like, fuck it, they probably have killed me, dude, easily, you know. And I was like, okay. So we went to the bus. Went to the train, we went to Dundee, we do all the passes and stuff, we go to the station, and we're like super happy, you know, we're like, hey, you know, going to Dundee, we are in Dundee, sorry, we're going to go to Edinburgh, catch the train, catch the bus, we're gonna, new farm, new people, gonna make a bit more money, we're staying a bit longer, we were super excited, super pumped. We go in there, and we're literally on the queue for the bus, you know, to Edinburgh. And they come over, like, oh, can I see your tickets? And we're like, oh, yeah, can we have 2, please? And the guy's like, what? I was like, yeah, can we buy 2 tickets? He was like, no, you can't buy 2 tickets. You need to pre-book them. Do you have your tickets? And I was like, well, no, we thought that we can buy them from you. And he was like, no, you can't. And we were like, what? And we were like, what the fuck? You know, he's like, no, sorry, I cannot let you on the bus. And we're like, what the hell, bro? So then we finish, and we're just like, we just got out, and I remember there's one other girl from our farm who was transferred, I think, to our farm now, and she was like on the same road, and we just talked to her on the station, and she's like, yeah, you need a ticket, you cannot just go in. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? And it's getting late now, it's almost like, I don't know, 8-9 o'clock or something. We're like, what the fuck we gonna do? You know, I was like, shit, man, the library is closed, we cannot book any tickets or anything, the bureau for the tickets is closed. And he was like, should we sleep here, you know, on the station? I was like, bro, we can't sleep here, what the fuck, you know. It's like, it's 8 o'clock now, and like, should we go back to caravans, and like, to the farm, and they're like, are you kidding me? It's like, we don't have any, like, let's go to the caravan, we sleep there, wake up in the morning, have breakfast, go to Cooper, book the ticket for the evening from the library, and then go. And we're like, oh shit. And it was so embarrassing. We went back. Oh my god. We went back, and I remember during the evening, like 11 or 12 o'clock, we kind of sneaking in. We literally sneaked in, and I remember it was raining, there was muddy, and we were like dragging these fucking, suitcases throughout the mud. Oh, it was a nightmare, right? So we get in there, we catch the last train or whatever to Cooper, and I remember we're just getting there, and the next morning, because the people from our caravan saw us, everybody's making fun of us. Oh, what happened? I thought that you leaving, that type of stuff, because we were being all cocky and shit. We're like, yeah, we're leaving, we're never coming back, fuck y'all, stuff like that. And I remember, like, some of the Czech Republic guys, showed up and stuff. Everybody showed up when they saw us coming in the evening. They were like, oh, what's up? They all busting our balls. We went to sleep, wake up in the morning, quick breakfast, and I was like, bro, let's do this and get the fuck out of here before those fucking psychos beat me up or something. And in the morning, I just popped into the Czech Republic guys' caravan, and I was like, hey guys, they were like, what are you doing here? Well, I'm back, I'm just joking, I need to go now. I explained what happened. They were laughing, oh, bye, they're gonna beat me up. So I was like, bro, let's get the fuck out of here. And I was like, because I don't want you to get you involved in it. I don't want you to get beat up because of me. If they're gonna beat me up, at least beat me, only me, because I'm douchebag. So anyway, yeah. So then we catch the train, and we catch the bus to Edinburgh, and from the bus we traveled all the way down to London, and then Peterborough, and then they pick us up. And this is where we're gonna end it. For the first farm, we finally did it. Only 7 episodes. That's almost 3 hours and a half. It took me to explain the full strawberry farm. And now I'll tell you the next few episodes, maybe 4 episodes. Let's try to do it in 4 episodes. I'll tell you about the second farm, because it was fucking wild. There was crazy as well. There was a lot of stuff happening over there as well. And it was completely different vibe, completely different accommodations and everything. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and make sure to tune in next week for more misadventures of your boy Mike Yanek, the Bulgarian nightmare, and the strawberry farms. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Dun, 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 dun.